Everyone is probably hoping this is an April Fool's joke, but I don't think the Yankees would straight up lie about this sort of thing for the yuks. The club just tweeted that it has placed Giancarlo Stanton on the injured list with a strained bicep. They have called up Clint Frazier to take his place on the roster. I didn't see any word yesterday that he was injured, but I'm sure we'll hear word about what happened later today. We do know that Stanton has started the season 2 for 8 with no extra base hits and 4 strikeouts in his first 3 games. There were even a smattering of boos following his 9th-inning strikeout on Saturday. Between this and the series loss to the lowly Orioles, it's been a tough first few days of the season for the Bombers. Update: Aaron Boone said today that Stanton suffered a grade 1 strain of his left biceps tendon on a funky swing yesterday. He will be shut down for at least 10 days, and could very well miss the rest of April. Follow at Craig Calcaterra. Last week we talked about how Bill Plaschke of the Los Angeles Times slammed Yasiel Puig on opening day. Today a Washington reporter slammed the departed star he once covered, Bryce Harper. The slammer is the venerable Tom Boswell of the Washington Post. Like Plaschke with Puig, Boswell is not one of those weather-vane dudes who turns on guys as soon as they leave town. He's gotten on Harper's case many times in the past, so it's not like this is hypocritical or anything like that. Boswell is what he is, and he's old enough to not give a crap. There's something admirable about that. Still, you gotta roll your eyes a bit at this. In response to a question from a reader who interprets Harper's nice words about Philly as a cheap shot at Washington, I've never seen an athlete spend more time on drawing attention to himself. Maybe it's just more obvious when he's on a different team. His green shoes practically glowed in his first Phillies game. Completely stood out from any of his teammates. And after his second homer in 2 games on Sunday, he had a different home run celebration, handshake, or ritual with each teammate as he went through the dugout. That takes practice. I wonder what Rhys Hoskins really thinks. 2 pitches after Harper's HR celebration, he got thrown at for the 3rd time in that Braves series. The Atlanta pitcher, Carl, was ejected. I'm guessing Rhys Hoskins is happy that he has a teammate who hit 2 big homers during a sweep of a division rival over the weekend, but I suppose you'll have to ask him. That ellipsis in the block quote takes out an arguably kind thing Boswell said about how Harper wants to make MLB big like the NBA or something, and how baseball has a history of showmen, but you can tell where he really comes down on this. He thinks Harper is some kind of diva. Maybe a lot of people think that, I don't know. But I'm not sure why anyone should care. Well, people like to rip Harper for not being as good as Mike Trout or something. He has mostly backed up his alleged showmanship with production over the course of his career. And I can't recall anyone ever calling him dirty or mean. Boswell's own columns have contained anonymous teammates ripping Harper, but anonymous ripping seems to be the lingua franca of the whole Washington Nats scene over the past several years. Ask Matt Williams and Dusty Baker about how that works. Anyway, you'd think that if Boswell was so bent out of shape about Harper being a self-promoter that he'd stop helping out by giving him a rent-free performance space in the head of the lead baseball columnist for the Washington Post. And my God, I hope he doesn't see this. I eagerly await learning how being happy about having a baby is me first behavior. Follow at Craig Calcaterra.